you for being here, and thank you for welcoming me, Leo, and you all. I'll be reading from this book, The Bomb That Blew Up God, and other whimsical, mystical poems. And it is divided in 7 chapters, and each chapter is a distinct character, and sometimes they kind of overlap. So I tried to make a little bit of a conglomerate of it all, and I hope that it will represent my book, the choice that I made. So let's begin with something lyrical. The language of trees. I asked the trees one summer what they had been thinking of all year. They wouldn't say, but then I heard them wave and whisper of the ages, seasons, years and months and days, and countless hours of abundant happiness. I like the tales they tell me. Autumn makes them talk of leaving all, and yet they stay. And as they drop their leaves, they muse for weeks on April, thrushes, stars and lingering Indian summers, rain and latent loneliness. Their voice is low in winter. Snow and icy winds are on their minds and they withdraw. But in their winter dreams, you hear how branches sing and think of dawn, the sun in distant countries, warmth and summer peacefulness. How grand they are each season. Often have I seen them stand like kings. A certain awe surrounds their splendid forms, and so they wait for spring, for flowers, verdant prairies, butterflies in May, and simple loveliness. And then they speak of lovers. Sudden colors spread their message fast, and every year their many stories bloom and brighten noble pages, poems, gorgeous music, heart and mind with endless youthfulness. And so we welcome summer. All day long they stand and think and dream. And all we hear is how they wave again and whisper of the ages, seasons, years and months and days, and countless hours of unending happiness. Thank you. The second one is real short. I could say that is my 4th of July poem. Fireworks. How? Kaboom! Fizz! Yellow, pink, green. Ah! And behind all that emotion, endless eternities of stars. So now we're going to go to South America. I was born in South America, and I actually wrote 3 South American dance poems, and I will read one of them. Although I was not, I never went to Rio de Janeiro, somehow this poem came to me. Carnival in Rio. Row after row of color, costumes glitter galore, wave after wave of thundering feet and deafening voices, billow and billow of prancing, advancing masses of dancers. We are dancing the samba, the samba, the samba in Rio, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. We shake our shoulders, bottoms and bellies to the beat of the bongos, the bongos, the bongos. Hours and hours of dancing, singing, laughing, and fun. Day after day of cheer in the fiery heat of roasting Rio. Night after night of feverish lust and great fantastic vices. We know no worries whenever we dance in the streets of Rio, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. We twist and turn and stamp, and thus we succumb to the rhythm, the rhythm, the rhythm. Beat after beat of raging blood and rising desire. Song after song of attraction and lure of the sexes. Dance after dance of reveling, heaving oceans of bodies. We are dancing the samba, the samba, the samba in Rio, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. We gasp and groan like all our ancestors did in the Congo, the Congo, the Congo. Stream after stream of dark, irresistible rhythms, wave after wave of hot, tremendous African forces, billow on billow of burning, baking, boiling catharsis. We are back in the Congo, the Congo, the Congo, and not in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. We join our fathers and mothers to shake and mate to the beat. Deep in the womb of the rhythm, the rhythm, the rhythm. Oh, that was a wild one, wasn't it? Okay, now I have something more quiet. It's a tribute to the memory of my dad. My daddy's hands. When I, a little baby boy, was reaching for my father's huge index finger, I didn't know what I'm now starting to remember, that my daddy was truly beyond happy. But there came a time of misconceptions and later rage, tears shed, but in the open only once. Late came the hour when I could have held his old, beautiful hands. My hands never resembled his, except for my index finger and thumb. His gently playing with my tiny, tiny fingers lives on beyond the years in my own empty hands. So I'd like to conclude the first set with a poem that has epic overtones and nature and spirituality all in one. Antarctica. Cold, cold, totally cold. Colder than Alaska or Siberia. Colder than the North Pole. Cold like my former soul. You are, oh age-old Antarctica. Measureless and empty plains with silences as wide and deep as death descended on me there, and frost besieged the air from rocks of ice around Antarctica. Dark and shapeless were the nights, while somewhere deep in space, the Milky Way rose beaming like the dawn. But never would the sun. And I withdrew behind Antarctica. Warm, Warm, lovely warm, warmer than the Congo, Spain, or India. Warmer than a bonfire has been my old desire, for always green, tropical Trinidad. Riverbanks and stars arise, despite the walls of ice I once evoked around Antarctica, as I am reaching for my always green, tropical Trinidad. Oh, there's the warmth of old in newfound Trinidad. Royal are the palm trees, timeless in the evening breeze, in always green, tropical Trinidad. Long ago, there was a time my heart was helpless in Antarctica, with blizzards all about, where life was but a shout across a desolate Antarctica. Dim is the light on snowy nights when I remember old Antarctica. The cold is in my past because I've changed at last. And so have you, oh old Antarctica. Warm is the light on starry nights, shining on my Trinidad. The warmth inside her lovely name has now become a joyful flame around my soul, my age-old Trinidad. Thank you.